Okay, hello everybody. So we've got some coasters that we are doing for Christmas. The kids are doing a bunch, I'm doing a bunch. Trying to make, and we're doing some other things to put in Christmas boxes that we're going to ship out to family that are all over the place. We're trying to do handmade Christmas this year. So I've got 6 coasters set out here. They're just these little wood ones that you can get off of Amazon. And then the colors that I'm going to use are, I've got black, which is just the Milo acrylic paint. Comes in a bottle. You can get it off Amazon. It comes in a big pack with all the different primary and secondary colors. I've got the Zen color warm gold. I got that off of Amazon in a pack of metallics. I've got Deco Art Garnet is a metallic. Deco Art, they're metallics in sapphire. And Deco Art metallic pearl. And I think that's it. I just got, yeah, 5 colors. Okay, so all I'm going to do, and I've got another 6 coasters standing by here, so if I have enough paint after I get done with these, I'm just going to move this tray out of the way and swap them out and do one more tray of them. Because what I'm going to do for them, I don't know how much I'll be doing on camera, but after they're dry, I will kind of sand off any spillage on the back and then paint the back a color that matches the coasters. We've got some in all kinds of different colors that we've done. Make sure I get the edges. Then I will let that dry, and then I'll come back and I'm going to resin over the top with a heat resistant UV light resin. A heat resistant epoxy resin, 2-part, but UV resistant and heat resistant. And then I've got these little peel and stick cork things that fit these that I'm just gonna peel and stick right on the back so that they stack nicely, and then they'll be ready to package up and put in the boxes. We got some other things going in the boxes. A lot of the things are things that the kids are making. I'm making some of the things, but we'll put them in, and hopefully everybody will enjoy a really nice Christmas with a nice little variety of things. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to load my cup. I'm just going to do it in a regular straight dirty pour or straight pour with a preloaded cup. I'm putting in the black, and then I'm putting in the gold, and a layer of the blue, and a layer of the pearl. Don't have as much pearl mixed up. I guess I can mix some more if I want it. I'm really just trying to use up the leftover paint from a pour that I just did, and I don't know which one of these videos I'm going to put out first, but there's the garnet. We'll do some more. Gold. Blue. I'm just repeating the process until I run out of paint. Okay. Oops. Don't want to lose all that paint down the side of the cup. Okay. And then some black. And I like to go down the side of the cup so that they don't plunge down in the center. I don't know why, it just seems to me that they come out with nicer separation of colors when you do that. Okay. Let's see if I can fit all this paint in this cup. Keep going. Try to get all the rest of it. I'll scrape the cups in here in a second. Okay. Just get out what'll pour first. I don't know if you can, I'm out of camera here while I'm doing this. It's just layering my paint. As you can see, I've almost got this cup filled. Now, as no measuring, no rhyme or reason to how much paint I have. Like I said, it's just leftover paint from a previous project. And I needed to make some coasters, so I decided these coasters will be in that same color scheme. So, alright, and I can't do this on camera because of where I've got the camera set up for the coasters, so I'm just going to scrape the cups out real quick into the cup, into the big cup. Try to get as much paint as possible. Now, what I tend to do when I get done with these, and I've scraped the cups, I put the cups upside down in the room where we keep all of our pieces that are drying on some freezer paper. And what that'll do is it'll make paint skins. Now those paint skins will be a solid color, but I can also use those when making jewelry, because sometimes I'll have a really pretty bit of paint that I want to put into a cabochon, but it's not quite enough to cover the entire cabochon. So then I put another piece that I have behind it and kind of, you know, piece it together so I get full coverage on the cabochon, and it usually comes out quite nice. Kind of a acrylic paint skin cabochons by Collage. Yeah, I can scrape a lot of paint out of these cups that doesn't pour, so it gets a lot more paint. I hate to waste any of it. That's why I make the skins, because I just hate all of that paint that pours off of your pieces, and it makes such pretty little patterns. If I put, I see a lot of artists using piddle pads underneath their canvases to collect the, you know, to keep the paint from getting on their tables and stuff, but then the piddle pad, when it dries, you can't pull the skin off. It's stuck on like a, you know, absorbed into this cotton absorbent pad, and that just seems to me like such a waste when I could collect the skins and use them for jewelry. I could put them on, make book covers out of them, even use them on another painting to do a collage. There's just all kinds of things you can do with them. So I just hate to see all that paint wasted. Of course, I am a trash to treasure crafter too. I save all kinds of stuff that most people throw in the garbage and use them in crafts. Drives my husband nuts, because if we use canned vegetables or canned anything, canned chili or anything like that, be sure and save the lid from the can and wash out the can. Don't throw that away. The kids like to eat a lot of these microwave meals when we're in a hurry, like for lunch for school, so they get something hot, but we have time to keep going. They're homeschooled, so we're not spending, so they don't have to eat the school lunches. And then we save all those little plastic containers that, you know, the food is packaged in so it can microwave. And I use those. I'll use them for, okay, like these lunch trays that I use to put my projects on when I'm working on them. If I'm using the cup turner, then it has to sit across the lip of this. So I put one of those black lunch container, you know, microwavable container things on one side and one on the other, and that levels it out. We save, these little cups that you eat applesauce or fruit cups. Hey, look what I'm doing. Flip them over, put my canvases or my coasters or my wood or whatever I'm painting up on them, keeps them up off the tray so they don't sit in paint, and you go. And I didn't have to spend money on those little things to put the stuff on. So I save everything with the intent of using it for something someday. So I'm sure you've heard that before. I'm not a hoarder, I'm a crafter. Okay, so now I'm going to pour. I'm not going to do a flip cup because there's so much paint and these are such little pieces. So I'm just going to pour right on them. Get some color on it. Grab a popsicle stick here to stop the flow of paint. Pour another one. And see, I'm not doing anything with the cup. I'm not making a ring or anything like that. I'm just pouring it. Just a straight pour. See if you're still got all 6 of these in frame. Okay. It's hard for me to tell because I'm not tall enough to look over the tripod. Keep thinking I'm gonna rig something up so that I can monitor what I'm doing, but I'm not technically savvy enough. If anybody's got any suggestions for that, that'd be great. I film on my phone. It's an Android, Samsung. If you got any suggestions, I've got some tablets, computer, all that stuff. If I could figure out how to hook them up so that I could see what I'm filming, while I'm filming it would be great. It would help me make sure that I stay in frame more so that you guys could see better. Okay, so see, I'm just picking it up and tilting it, trying to get it so it goes over the edges. Okay. I want to make sure it's actually on the edge of the coaster, because if not, I'm going to have to put paint on the edge later. Because when I put resin on it, I don't want the edge of the coaster to absorb the resin. It's kind of like Mod Podging paper before you resin it to keep the resin from getting. You make sure you get the edges when you do that. I'll make sure I get the edges on these coasters the same way with the acrylic paint. Okay. I don't know how these are going to come out. I don't have any silicone in any of the paint, so cells should be minimal. I shouldn't have cells popping up all over the place, but that'll save me having to try to clean the silicone off before I resin. Yeah, there is a method to my madness. I've got a lot of these coasters to get done and ready because the kids have come up with, gosh, about 15 or 20 boxes, you know, to send out. And we want to make sure that we get them full of goodies. So just about everybody's getting coasters in with their box. Then we got some other things, some Christmas ornaments that we've made, and maybe a painting for each of them, who knows. Some jewelry if there's women in the household. And this particular video, along with a couple others, won't be coming out until after Christmas, so I feel pretty safe in going ahead and giving away the farm on what is going to be in the boxes, because the boxes will have already been received and opened. I've got videos already up and scheduled up through Christmas, so any videos I'm doing now are going to wait. This one came out dark. Okay, a lot of garnet in it. I still got quite a bit of paint, so I can do another 6 coasters easy. Okay. Nice little puddle of paint there. Try to keep it from going on the cup so much and more onto the freezer paper. Okay. I'm going to pull some of that back, see if I can get some more of that lighter design. Now I got to try to get it all to come over the lip of this side. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Before I found acrylic painting, I did not paint nearly as much because I can't draw. I can't make something that looks like anything, but I love abstract art. And this is a way where I can express myself with abstract art, and it always just comes out so unique and so interesting. I love that. Anybody who wants to be an artist but feels like they don't have the creativity, try acrylic pouring. Try it. You can try it with some really inexpensive materials. You don't have to go out and get all kinds of fancy pouring mediums or anything. You can pour over just about anything. Acrylic paint, buy those student sets, you know, the ones, I buy like the 8, it's got 8 different colors usually. I buy those because the kids love to paint and they burn through it. So we buy a lot of those paints. And do the, ooh, I am pouring all the blue off of that one, and I want some of that blue to stay, so I'll go this way first, and then this way. And then for your pouring medium, use Elmer's glue all. Try not to use the school glue. It doesn't have as many binders, as much of the, you know, its binder is not as high, but Elmer's glue all, and then just water to thin it down so that it will pour easily. And I mean, you get some great results. If you really want to work to get a lot of sales, then it's really easy to find different things to put in it. The treadmill oil, it's like a 3-in-1 silicone. Buy a little bottle of it, because you don't need much. You just need like a drop in your paint to get good sales. So, you know, come in little bitty bottles, and they're not expensive at all. Pick them up at Home Depot. And then stuff to paint on. You can get really inexpensive canvases. We just got these packs of 8x8 canvases, which are a great size for my kids, and make some really nice paintings. And we got a pack of 12 of them for $12.99. That's like $1 a canvas, $1 and change. So I like to keep, and I was going to say handy, here they are, a pack of baby wipes handy, because I get paint all over my hands, and then I need to pick things up that are not covered in paint, and so I'd like to be able to, and that way I don't have to use, and I'm using gloves just because, well, I get paint all over my hands and it takes me forever to get it all scrubbed off. But the paint that I use is non-toxic. I have a little kitchen torch, a little cooking torch, but you don't have to use that. I use it to get the bubbles out. You can also use just one of those little long neck lighters like you get, you know, for lighting candles, or we used to take it camping for lighting the fires. I burn a lot of jar candles, and those long neck lighters I keep in the house for those. Okay, so I'm going to swap this out for a second tray. It will take just a second here. Those came out nice. Alright, if you don't want to watch me pour a second batch of these coasters, now's the perfect time to tune out. If you enjoy my videos at all, it would really, really help my channel if you would like, subscribe, and comment. The comments really help me get up into the Facebook algorithm so that more people will see my video. But I need more subscribers. I need more people watching my videos, watching them all the way through, or the kids and I would like to build up the channel so that it can help, so I can monetize it, so it can start helping to pay for some of our art supplies because we really get into doing the art together. For those of you who don't know me, we have adopted 2 kids, and they came from conditions where they would never have been able to do art of anything short of crayons and a coloring book. And they have really blossomed with doing art, and one of the children has special needs, and doing the art just helps her so much. So emotionally and socially. So we want to keep doing the art, so we decided to do a YouTube channel so that maybe we could build it up so that it could help us pay for some of our art supplies, because we burn through the paint and burn through the art supplies. I'm always trying to find new ways. Okay, these coasters are all coming out very dark. There was a lot of black and a lot of garnet in the leftover paint, so, but they're still going to be very pretty. And once I get all the resin on them, they will be so shiny. These little wood things, they just soak up the paint, so you can coat them ahead of time with just a coat of paint to give it a little bit of barrier between the wood, but I didn't, and it doesn't seem to be really affecting it. Although you can see, let's see if I can, that one's not showing as much. I'll show you here in a second on one of them. Yeah, there's one down there that's doing it. You can see the wood just soaking the paint, and it's just bleeding into the wood. Let's see if I can get this up so that you can see it. Right along that edge, you can see how the paint is just bleeding into the wood. Let's see. I think it's focusing enough that you can see that. Anyway, so, but these little coasters, the kids love them. They can paint, they can draw on them, they can paint on them. They're really inexpensive. If you've got kids, you can give them markers and crayons, and they can do all kinds of designs on them. And then just, you know, slap a sealant on them and put a little cork backing on it, and then you have a coaster made by your children. And I can buy a pack of them, and a pack of 50, it keeps them busy all day. They're learning about acrylic pouring right now, you know, about how to mix the paints and how to get it the right consistency. They're learning about that. My daughter, she loves, once I get the stuff put into the cup, she loves to sit and stir the paint, which is fine for me because I get really bored stirring paint. So when we come up here, everybody picks their colors, and then I'll start getting everything in the cups in the right ratios, and then she'll just sit and stir and stir and stir. She can get twice as many cups mixed as my son does, because he just loses interest real fast. He's like me. He wants to get on with it. She could sit and stir paint all day long. And art is a really good outlet for her. Keeps her hands and her mind busy. So we try to do a lot of art. And if you've got kids, it's a great family thing to do together. And my husband's always saying, well, I'm not creative. And it's like, yeah, but that's not the point. The point is you're spending time with your kids, and they're enjoying it, and, you know, make something. Doesn't have to be pretty. It's the fun. And that's what it is for acrylic pouring, at least for me. I know a lot of artists work so hard on composition and everything, and they come out with some, gorgeous paintings. For me, it's the experience. It's meditative when I'm not on a video camera running my mouth. I'll turn on the music and just sit and do what I'm doing. And it's a great way for me to get totally out of everything else in life. So I'm not having to think about it. And just be. I am not one that can do, I mean, I meditate. I do it for my health. But I like to be doing something. I like to be busy. So if I'm doing art, I can kind of be meditating, getting that same experience, but feel like I'm busy. Okay, see, I'm just tilting these until I'm getting a design. I got one more after this one. And I'll torch it, and then I will cut the video off and say goodbye. So you guys have watched me do like 12 coasters. So if you stuck with me this long, I thank you, thank you, thank you. Help my family. Watch our videos. Like them. Subscribe. I really need to get, I know I've got a lot of views. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I'm thinking about running a contest, maybe a drawing or something, to encourage you people that are watching to subscribe. Would that work? Comment, let me know. Would you be more likely to subscribe if you were entering a drawing regularly for some goodies? And I can do goodies that are not necessarily the things that we made. I can actually, you know, send you some craft supplies as a goodies. I can do that. Okay. And there you go. 12 coasters in very little time. Let me take my gloves off before I touch that phone. And then I will bring you in for a closer look. Oh, I want to torch these. Hang on. It'll change the look too. You'll start seeing some little cells pop up from the bubbles that pop. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm bringing you down for a look, so the phone's moving. Okay. There you go. Trying to get it to focus. Well, that's not bad. A 28-minute video to do 12 coasters. And I am still not good enough at editing that I can speed this sucker up or cut big pieces out. So you're stuck watching the whole thing. I apologize for that. I keep thinking I'm going to get better at this. Okay. Thank you. And really enjoy your crafting and your art. Do it for the fun.